Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and I'm just doing a quick video. I started my workbook today of the Past Lives Tarot Workbook by Red Orchid Publishing, and creator is Melanie Eva Henson. It's 21 days to understanding yourself. Now, I'm probably not going to do this every day, but I did the spread, went through the workbook for the first day, and I just wanted to show you guys what the spread was, because it was eerily accurate. And if you watched my last spread I did out of the guidebook, wow, this is crazy. And I'm just going to jump right into it because it's getting late and I have to be up super early in the morning. So I'm going to be going to bed right after this, but I just want to show you guys the cards. The first day, I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on, let me pull out get to the day. So day 1 through 3 is a spiritual essence spread. Now the spiritual essence, and I'm reading through it, and it's as if it's for this lifetime. Yeah. It says, we are going to start the course focusing on your spiritual essence, these qualities that are unique to you and what you bring with you from your inception as a soul and your previous lifetime experiences. So it is talking about this life, but what I've brought forth from other lives, and what it has carried with me throughout. From what I'm reading, every life, because it's carrying with my soul. We all come from love and light. Some of us are more comfortable with shadows. Some of us are called to shadow work. And some people are even intentionally placed as a polarizing force of opposition in the world. Some of us came to fight injustice and have stronger personalities that may seem difficult at times. But we all come from love and light, and it's part of everyone's essence. One problem I anticipated while creating the spiritual essence spread is that someone might pull a particularly dark or unpleasant card as a reflection of their essence. I don't think negative qualities should be part of your spiritual identity. And in fact, I think such a train of thought can be psychologically damaging and could enforce spiritual blockages you're currently trying to work through. So I'm providing a brief reference for using tarot to interpret spiritual essence. If you're using an oracle deck, find a similar tarot card that reflects the same base energy. And it says, from here on out, we are skipping over the visual and language steps and instead documenting the deconstruction and application phase of reading. If you are new to divination and would find it helpful to record the intermediary steps, 2 copies, blah, 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 blah. Write the name of each card that you pull for the spread placement, just like you did in the pre-assessment. You want to keep a record of you, da-da-da-da. So it says you will notice that certain cards keep popping up. Pay attention. That's where divination is certainly happening. So I'm going to show you the spread. So this is the spread right here. These 3 cards here are draw 3. It says draw 3 cards for that represent qualities of your spiritual essence for cards 1 through 3. And then draw 1 card up here that represents how all these qualities impact your life. And the bottom one is draw 1 card that represents how these qualities might make you vulnerable. So let's get into this. So for these 3 essence cards, I pulled, actually this is the first one here. It is loss, and it is the 5 of Cups. Second card here, I pulled violence and the 5 of Swords. Third card, I pulled 17th century and 7 of Pentacles. And I'm going to point out now before I forget that this is the card that was in my reading. It was also in my practice reading I did. So this card now has come up 3 times in 3 different spreads that I've done. Same card. And then card 4 Draw one card that represents how all these qualities impact your life. I pulled America and the Chariot card. And this one represents how these qualities might make me vulnerable. I pulled Betrayal and Seven of Swords. So as you can see, as I was reading about the introduction to negative cards, as she was saying, pretty much all these are negative. However, I'm going to read to you what I wrote in day one. So it says, record your interpretations for each card. And I'm not going to go into heavy duty detail. I'm just going to tell you, I have lived a life full of loss and violence. I was born into an abusive home. I've experienced massive amounts of loss and massive amounts of pain and massive amounts of violence. I was abused in every kind of way possible. And it just, when I kept pulling these cards, it was just like, what, it knows. The cards know. They just know. And then this Seven of Pentacles, I feel like it is an essence that carried over. It's just something that, is, to me, Seven of Pentacles is about new growth, new life. And I'm feeling that these cards are showing what I carry over from lifetime to lifetime. And this is showing that the potential I have for this lifetime. Because no matter what has happened to me, I literally still get up, pick myself up, dust myself off, and continue to carry on. Because even though I say I'm a half as glass empty kind of person, I noticed in this spread, realized that I'm still always hopeful. There's always a hope for something better, something more, something greater than what I've experienced. And I just found that very fascinating. And then when I got to card 4, it's America, but it's the Chariot, which is my soul card. So I'm like, this is the card that says, represents how all these qualities impact your life. Well, of course they impact my life because I'm the Chariot. And I just read somewhere recently, and I found it quite beautiful because I don't resonate with any Chariot cards. I still questioned why the Chariot was even my soul card. And it's all about the numerology of things, right? The numbers, the mathematics of it. But I read something beautiful I found just yesterday. It's quite beautiful. It was saying that the Chariot is not all just about moving forward, which can be represented here to me, with all the loss and violence I've experienced. I still continue forward. I still keep moving forward. However, what I read about the Chariot was it's a driving force. It's that force that plows through, and it's unstoppable. Because the Chariot will always continue to move forward. Always. It's just whatever direction you're wanting it to go. And I found that quite beautiful in the fact that no matter what happens to me in this life, and I've experienced a lot of it, and I had people ask me, how do you keep going? How is it that you take the hits and you just keep moving? And I realize it's because I am the Chariot. That's my, what's the word I'm looking for? That's the way I set this life up. That's the way, and I've talked about a previous life I had in my meditation experience where I experienced this overwhelming joy and love and peace. And I've never really had that in this life. I've never really had peaceful moments. I've had moments of where I would think there's peace and then something would happen, that would devastate me. But I still continued on. And I found that quite beautiful in that card. That it's the first time I've actually connected with the Chariot at all, really, where, yes, I've experienced all these things that anybody else would be in a psych ward or, on drugs or something to ease that pain. But I don't need that because I am the Chariot. I am this driving force that no matter what, I will continue on. And I love that. Love it. And as soon as I turned that over, I'm like, seriously. And then with this one is how these qualities might make you vulnerable. And of course, it's the never ending, thoughts that I can be betrayed or, abandoned. Like I said in the last spread, I could be abandoned or betrayed in some way to where, and like I said in the last spread, I love when I invite a friend into my inner circle, it's for life. And then when they inevitably betray me, or walk away, I'm devastated. And that's part of what the loss is in this life is I've had so many friends come and go that I got so attached to. And then they just disappeared from my life, never to hear or see from again. And I think that's the mindset I've acquired throughout this life because of that is the whole betrayal thing. But if I really sat and think about it, that's just my perspective of it. I can change that perspective at any time. And the fact that this is a Seven of Swords, Seven of Swords was my card of the month for January. And I talked about how I'm basically robbing myself if I continue in this mindset. And so I found that quite beautiful as well. It got deep quick, guys. Very deep, very quickly in this thread. And I'm like, what is happening? So I'm just going to read to you. And then it just get asked for qualities for each card that you thought intuitively. And then the last question is, what is the greatest insight you gained from this spread? And my greatest insight was that maybe that is my path in this life, to experience pain and loss and grief. But no, it's all in an effort to help my soul grow. We're on a bigger scale here than just this life, because all these attributes are supposedly what I've carried with me throughout lifetime to lifetime. It's a part of my soul. So it's something I needed to either re-experience or experience for the first time. This, for my soul growth, is this pain, violence, loss. And I found that very moving, very insightful, very on point for this lifetime. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. This was crazy. Like every time I start shuffling this deck, it's nuts. But yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.